Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, to the Kaspa holders. Thank you for all the love. Happy November 1st. Can't believe we're already in the month of November. Again, we're getting closer and closer to the year's end, but hopefully, this is where the excitement kicks in for the broader market. Because again, if you look at the broader market, it's been pretty much all over the place. We haven't really seen, excitement pretty much, I would say, since July, and sometime, obviously, in September as well, we did see a little bit of excitement. But again, consistent, bullish momentum is what we need. Again, starting off on a really positive note. Again, hopefully, this momentum carries on, because again, if you're looking across the board, we are seeing tremendous amount of green across the board as of recording this update. Zcash obviously has been on an absolute tear. I don't know like what's going on, with this coin. It is, one of the oldest coins in the crypto space. But of course, with the momentum that it has for itself, it just needs to be studied. You can see for yourself, it is going insane. But again, starting off on a positive note, like what we're seeing here, but let's take a closer look and see what's happening with Caspa. So as far as Caspa's price is concerned today, Caspa's price is actually down about 1.6% on the USD side of things, and also about 2.2% on the Bitcoin side of things. Price currently sitting at 5.3 cents, as we could see for ourselves. Valuation $1.4 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at about $33.2 million. But as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrency. So we're going to start off, obviously, with the Bitcoin Dominance Index. And you guys can see for yourself, pretty much as of November the 1st, we are currently sitting just below 60%, but 59.93% to be exact. Again, dominance, we want to see the dominance pulling down to, where it was just 2 days back. And obviously, started to see weakness. Obviously, we just entered November 1st. So hopefully, we do see the dominance start to show weakness. And I think it could do that once Bitcoin kind of stabilizes itself. Because as far as Bitcoin is concerned, yes, we have re-entered back into 23.6, which is great. Obviously, bare minimum level for Bitcoin to obviously claim. And that is where Bitcoin is currently sitting. But we want to see Bitcoin, pushing back up to some of these key levels where it was, and most importantly, start retesting our confirmation zone at $117,000. That's where I believe, we could see excitement. But again, there were a lot of, important things that were happening in the month of October. Now that it's kind of out of the way, could this month really be the month where we do see, market kind of recovering? We'll see what happens. The next few days, obviously, are really going to give us a little bit of a better understanding as to what happens. But again, hopefully, fingers crossed that, this is the time to see things turn around. As far as Caspa's price is concerned, again, let's focus on Caspa's price. You can see for yourself where we are currently being supported. This is a support line. Obviously, was an all-time high at 1.4. So you can see for yourself, if we go back down to 2023 levels, this was an all-time high. Now that is playing as a support for us. But with that being said, let's take a look at Caspa's price on the hourly time frame. So if you're looking at Caspa's price, you can see, just on October 30th, we did come up to that 6 cents price point, which of course we talked about with you guys in that specific update. But since then, that 6 cents price point obviously was retested, but it was short lived. And we did make ourselves back down, to some of these 5.1 cents price point. And you can see for yourself, we haven't really retested that since, the past 1 week. If you want to put this into perspective, from October 30th, we did see a retracement of about 11.6%, as you could see for yourself. But now, once again, the 5.5 cents mark is something we want to be paying attention to. I know I might sound like a broken record at this point, but that is a level to be watching out for right now, because breaking above that key range takes us back up to 6 cents, in my opinion. But we really want to start pushing up to, levels where we were before October 10th market liquidation. But again, if you want to put this into perspective, the level that I'm watching out for Caspa, it's only a 4.3% move. It's not that, we need to pump 30-40%. It's only a 4.3% move. And yet, we're having a hard time doing so. And that is due to what's happening with the dominance. Dominance tends to go up, and then obviously short lived makes its way back down. We've seen that several different times over the past few weeks. We want to see dominance show weakness. Again, quite simple. And of course, Bitcoin is stabilizing itself within the 23.6 and gradually, moving up to some of the key levels. And I think Caspa could really start seeing some excitement along with obviously the other altcoins as well. Again, we haven't really seen, if you were to ask me, altcoins see any sort of bullish price momentum since last year around this time. So could this be the turning point? We'll see. I'm going to keep you guys covered as always. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys personally think. Obviously, October, was closed on a red month. Obviously, on the Bitcoin side of things, for the first time in 7 years. But again, if you were to ask me, we're still in a bull market, but November is going to be very important. We just cannot see November also closing on the red side of things, because that would be very, very strange. But again, we're going to take it one step at a time. Let me know in the comments what you guys personally think. And yeah, thank you so much for your support. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.